Happy Monday, everybody. It is August the 15th. I cannot believe that already. School's back in session and everybody's almost back in session. My son moves out this Friday, so it's been a busy month already. Y'all are doing amazing. So if you haven't patted yourself on the back yet, do that, because this, I am sure by now you have figured out that this is not easy. It's work and it takes time to build. And I know a lot of people that look at what others are doing and they think, oh, they're just going to throw up a little web page. They're going to have a product they're going to market and poof, they're going to be rich in 30 days. Well, as you see, that 30 days actually means months, weeks of hard work. So what you see when people are the top earners, they didn't get there because it was overnight. Their overnight success was usually anywhere between 3 to 5 years for the average. And so you have really come a long way. Let me answer Miss Stephanie's question. She said, method to use to attract leaders versus product, or motivating products users to become leaders without being pitchy. First of all, you can't motivate anybody to do what they're not ready to do. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Methods to attract leaders is your blog and writing content that is teaching what you know. When you are attracting leaders, you don't know who that leader is. You don't know what the leader really looks like, because some of the leaders that I have were not people that I ever thought would step up. And they did. So you don't want to, you're going to speak to what you're teaching. Your product, most people spend so much time, and I get a lot of angry people when I say this, is people spend so much time promoting a product that they miss the relationship marketing and the teaching opportunity that you have with people. Your product is only about a third of your entire business. You and your brand is first. Building your list is second. Then your product. Whatever your product is, it doesn't make any difference. People are advertised to so much that they become stone deaf to another product that's the latest, greatest, best. Teach me how to use it. Teach me why I need it. I don't care if it works for anybody else but me. So you can, and I would not write about a product name. The name, yes, not the company ever. But if you're going to talk about products, then it needs to be in a storyline that's going to teach me what it does. Because I don't care how cheap it is or how expensive it is. If it's going to work for me and make me 10 years younger, 30 pounds lighter, feel like Superman when I wake up and apply some in the morning, that's what I want to know. I don't care if you have a $20 discount or if you have the best, oldest, longest standing company in the world. None of that matters to your customers, but they want to know how it can benefit them. So your method of attraction leaders is blog and teaching. You're going to learn something. You're going to teach it, write it, blog it, do a video, do a podcast, do an audio, whatever. You're going to do a teaching tool, and then you're going to provide that information to your readers, and that's how you're going to build your community. That's why it takes so long, is because it is a process, not just an overnight thing. Brooke says, how to create a good follow-up email series content in Aweber, leading up to a link to a blog with a link to sign up as a wholesale member. Let me stop you right there. You never want to lead somebody in an email series to your company wholesale link to sign up. What you want to do is get them on the phone is your number one thing. And I know it just made your skin crawl. You either need to get their phone number so that you can text them. So you're in Facebook Messenger. You need to send them to a place to connect directly with you. You don't want them to go to a company sign up page. That's a turnoff for people, and half the time they don't do it right. I just signed up a girl through Facebook Messenger. We have the audio chat that's in Facebook, and I record what she needs to do. And she had her kids, and she was not able to pick up the phone at the time. She signed up through Facebook Messenger, but I was using audio instead of typing it out so that she could hear my voice and there was a connection there. But it's sending them straight to a company wholesale member page. I wouldn't do that. Let's see if that is how it should be done after getting someone to opt in without DFS in place. I feel like I'm giving way too much information and it's all disorganized. You're probably giving too much information altogether. Less is best. If you start telling people how to sign up and all the benefits of what they get because they sign up, it's just another commercial. So you want to provide them a place to connect and contact you. I would lead them from my blog. Often I lead them from my blog to my contact, or from my blog to Facebook, or I have Cvita that I've got a scheduler that they can schedule a call with me there. But I don't ever give out my company link for them to sign up in a blog situation. And the reason you have a system like DFS or any system, is so that the system can do the promoting and the talking for you, so that you can come back and say, what did you like about what you saw? Just real simple. You want them talking to you, but you also want them in Facebook chat. You want them on the phone. You want them somewhere that they're connected to you and not to a link directly to a sign up page like that. Maria says, when following up in DFS opt-ins, after asking if they had a chance to read over the material, well, you don't have to ask them if they had a chance, because DFS has a locator that you can see how far they've come. That is one of the advantages of having that system, is you don't have to ask them. You're getting emails that tell you exactly where they are in the system. So when you make a connection with that person, whether you call them, I text people a lot because people don't answer the phone. I don't. You call me and that phone's going to ring. But if you text me, I'm more likely to answer you if I find it appropriate. But you're watching them go through the system because you're getting emails and saying, so-and-so just watch video number 3. They just watch video number 4. And you'll get an email that says this person is a hot lead, which means you need to pick up the phone right then and call and say, hey, I just saw that you finished video 4. What did you like about what you saw? And they're going to tell you. First of all, they're going to be impressed that you called, because people don't. And second of all, they're going to be impressed that you knew exactly where they stopped and how much information they've covered. So that's the benefit of DFS, is it's doing that sorting for you. It's telling you exactly where they're at. I've got people that come into my system, put their name and email in, and never do anything else. And I see that. I'm not wasting my time on those people. Let's see. When should we ask more questions? When you make the phone call or text, whatever, or ask for the sale or sign up. You're not asking for the sale. You're asking how you can serve that person. You're not selling them. You're serving a customer. And if you will change that mindset of how you look at the people who come into your system, they're not a sales. They are, but that's not your front vision. Should be, how can I serve this person? What is it they need that I have that I can offer them? And so you ask them questions. This is where you do clarifying questions of what it is they need. And then you can take that need and direct it to determine what they need and how to get it. Hope that makes sense. I do not want to scare anyone off. Again, you're not going to scare anybody by giving them information they're already looking for. If you scared them, they weren't ready for your information. Don't understand. We have to ask for a sign up. No, you're not going to lose anything. Maria, that's a desperate term that you just use, I'm going to lose it. That is a mindset shift that I need to send you a webinar on the mindset. If you'll help me remember to post that in the group, I will. It's not the one that I did. It's one somebody else did. It's really good. You need to shift your thinking. You're not in business to lose. You're not going to lose people. Give you an example. Every day, thousands of people walk in Walmart. They walk all over the store. They look and they hunt for things that they need. If Walmart doesn't have what they need, they turn around and they go back out the door. If they go back out the door, it doesn't mean they're gone forever, because tomorrow they're going to need something else. So they come back to Walmart, they walk through the store, they find what they need, they pick it up, they purchase it, and they leave. They know to come back to Walmart because they have what they are normally looking for. So you're not going to lose people. You are serving what they need at the time. So connect with people where they are. Don't try to sell them what they don't need or want, because they will leave. You find out, ask them questions, what it is they're looking for. Why are you looking at the business opportunity? It sounds like you're interested in getting started with the business. And they'll either say yes or no. There's two answers. So remind me to get you that webinar. Anna says, should I extend my free offer to existing subscribers? You mean people that are already in your email list? You can do an email blast out to your, a broadcast out to your whole list and say, hey, if you didn't get this, and you can always do that in an email funnel as well, because people will sign up for things and they get busy and they forget. You can send out another email and just say, hey, just wanted to make sure you got the download. I wanted to see if you got the free offer. Sure, you can send out that free offer to your people. Of course, they're already in your list, and you're going to send them directly to the free thing, whatever it is, so that they can, have it. But yeah, you can do that. Anna asked, should I have a disclaimer? When you say, why would you want to have a disclaimer is my first thing. If you are branding you and not a company and not a product, you don't need a disclaimer. That is something you do when you are promoting a company. That's something that they require you to put on your blog. Number one reason I don't is because I don't want that stuff on my blog. I want to lead with me always, because I'm always going to be with me. I may not always be with the company, but I'll always be with me. You are your brand, period. So you as a person, if you're not diagnosing and treating people, you don't have that to worry about anyway. You're telling stories. Stories sell. And all you're doing is sharing your opinion, your observation. You're sharing your take on whatever it is that your story's about. So you don't need a disclaimer for that. And you can put things in a blog post that's, that says I'm not a medical person and this is my opinion, because that's what blogs are, is your opinion. But when you start putting all of the other stuff, the statements of Food and Drug Administration, you just have to watch your wording so that you're not diagnosing, treating, and saying that it cures things. You never want to say that anyway. Hope that helps. Let's see. Dawn asked, talk to me about SEO, especially how it works, and is there any great resources we can use? Yes, I have a webinar that I can send you on SEO. Help me remember that, please. The SEO is keywords. Keywords in your blog are what trigger Google to send eyeballs to your website. SEO is not it's still important, yes, but it's not as important as your valuable content. If you're just writing about random stuff that really doesn't even appeal to people, it's not going to get shared and passed around like you want it to. But your SEO is a keyword that you're going to have in your blog title. You're going to have that same keyword in the first paragraph of your blog. You're going to have that same keyword just the way it's written. You would literally write it directly the same way. And then you're going to skip down to the third paragraph or third break in the blog post, and you're going to have it in your final message on your blog. That tells Google that it is keyword rich. And once somebody puts in that keyword in Google and they're searching for that, then that pulls up in Google's radar going, oh, here's this, that's how articles get put on page 1, 2, 3, and 4, is a relevance to what people are actually typing in Google. Another way you can check to see how valuable a keyword is to go to Google, put the keyword into Google search and hit search and see what comes up. If you'll scroll to the bottom of the page, all the way to the bottom of the page, I think you're still seeing my page. Let me just show you. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, I did. You can see my page. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. These are Google search related keywords. These are like cheat words. If you can add these type words in with your message, of course, you like the highlighted one, traffic estimator, search tool. You might have to look, change your keyword around to get better words than this. But this is what people are already looking for. So use these keywords splattered through your blog if at all possible, because they're already highly searched and needed. Hope that makes sense. Maria says, you're training us to brand ourselves. Yep, always. You are so important, you don't even give yourself credit. When I do live videos and it involves using a product that I sell, I should only talk about how I incorporate it versus showing it correct. You can do videos on products. You can do DIY videos, tell them what product you're using, show them how, like your video that you did the other day is totally fine. You're cooking, you're adding oils or whatever to your food, then you're going to show them the bottle that you're actually putting into the product that you're talking about, so that you're not going to be talking about your company name. You can use products in your videos, most certainly, and you can show them the bottle. Of course, it's going to have the company name on it, but you're talking about the ingredients into a recipe. You can still do it. You're teaching. Teaching is what you're doing, and it is so powerful. But people will, when you start blasting the company name, what they do is they go to Google, they research the company name, and John Henry over here in Australia that was pissed off at the company is the first one that you're going to see as a disgruntled person, and that's what people listen to is negative first. Always. It's just human nature, whether they want to or not. They just do. So I hope that helps. But yes, you can always use your products in your videos, most certainly. And you need a call to action, and your call to action at the end of your videos needs to be, follow me on Facebook for more recipes like this, or make sure you get my free recipe ebook and tell them the link that they can get that. That's not on a video, is not where you do the sale. You want to get them into your list. Your list is that is your money bank. So the quicker you can get them hooked up to you on Facebook, where they'll also see your free ebook, or send them directly to where they can get the recipes. That way you have what we call captured them. And Dawn says, I asked last week on the website, but I wanted to rephrase and get a little more clarification. For duplication purposes, is it better to send someone to DFS and tell them when they are through a certain step that you'll be contacting them, versus trying to talk to them with nowhere to send them? I hope that makes sense. Talking to somebody in person is a skill. If you are standing in front of somebody and make sure you remain calm, And it is, and when I say calm, people get hungry and they start leaning in, they start talking about the grandness of their products, and this is how you get it. If you become very matter of fact and non-tigerous about telling people about your offer, you're going to get better results. Most certainly you can stand in front of somebody and tell them about your offer. You still need to capture them. Somehow you need to get them into your system. If they walk away from you and you don't have their email, their phone number, or a scheduled call with them so you can follow up, all you did was have conversation. If you have a system like DFS and you connect, maybe you exchange phone numbers or emails, whatever, and you send them to this page where they can watch a video. Say, hey, do you have 5 minutes or 3 minutes? I think the video is 3 minutes. Do you have 3 minutes to watch a real quick video? As soon as you watch the video, I'll give you a call. And they'll either say yes or no. Most people, if you're standing in front of them, it's harder to get them to go home and type in a website to actually watch a video. But if you get their text message, you can send them a text message, or you have their email, then you can email them the link so that they have the right one. You can see if they click in and see it or not. This is also super duplicatable for somebody who's brand new and don't know anything about the company yet. They don't know how to talk about the products. I personally, I had so much going on when I came in the company. I didn't know about tons of the products. I wished I had DFS back then. But it's amazing how excited people get when they see the videos, and it tells them why and how come. And that's very duplicatable, because a brand new person can get a system, send people to that system, say, hey, I'm brand new at this. I don't really know all the details, but what I do know is I've got this video that you can watch, and it tells you things that I might forget to tell you. And people appreciate the honesty. But if you're going to talk in person, make sure you get a phone number, make sure you get an email, or schedule a follow-up time that you're going to connect with this person. So that the follow-up is where people mess up, and they've now got the knowledge of a product that you've told them, and they'll go find somebody else and get it. So make sure you're doing follow-up, because that's where people miss the money. All right. That is all of the questions for today. I hope that helped you, and I will talk to you soon.